This is my mind map titled The Search for Success in Reading. I have gone through the times of the 20th and 21st century, so I will go into detail. Starting in the 1900s, it was developing an appreciation for literature. McGuffey Readers World website says the purpose of these readings is mastery of a reading with feeling and inflection. Going into the early 1900s, 1914 to 1929, was the start of oral reading versus silent reading. We have Thorndike, who believed teaching reading developed and understanding reading is like solving a math problem. Hubbard, Judd, Gray, and Parker all believed that silent reading is better. And Horn developed spelling rules, the pretest, teach only unknown words, vigorous review, monitor student progress, and based the spelling words with student interest. Going into 1940 to 1950s, it was a time of the look and say, the Basel readers, workbooks, activity sheets, teachers' manuals, planned lessons, controlled vocabulary, round-robin reading, and oral reading with the handwriting brought in. It was Rosenblatt in the early 1930, the early reader response theory. Each reader brings individual background knowledge, beliefs, and context into reading. 1950 to 1960, whole language versus phonics. Fleisch started with a return to phonics and decoding, writing and reading at the same time, and readability formulas. It was also during that time that the International Reading Association was developed. It's a nonprofit global network of individuals and institutions committed to worldwide literacy. Going into the 1960s to 1970s, our focus became writing. We had the SQ3R, survey to the S for survey to set goals. The questioning, help the mind to concentrate. And the 3 R's, read, write, and review. It was also, the DRA system was also developed, direct reading activity. It brought support for students before, during, and after reading. And Goodman developed his miscues queuing system. 1967, the Great Debate was brought on by Chow. Phonics instruction should be spread out over several years rather than concentrated in the early grades. Phonics contextualized, not isolated. 1970 to 1980, whole language theory. We have Smith, who brought on the psycholinguistic theory. And we also have Freire, social inequality in schools. These two movements brought into schools that reading is a linguistic, psychological, sociological, and social. It would have active and socializing experiences, child-centered instruction, thematic units, integrated literacy activities, and teachable moments. The 1900 to the current has brought a combination of a balanced approach. Whole language and phonics instruction is what Cunningham's theory was. In 1999, the Reading Excellence Program was started. It was an initiative to improve K-3 instruction through reading and research. in 2001 brought No Child Left Behind. It was mandated for phonics instruction. And today we have the core curriculum state standards, the Common Core standards, which integrated models of literacy, reading, writing, speaking, listening, and language are all part of the standards for today. The one thing I would like to say is that I wish we could go back to this time just for the purpose of the readers to master reading with feeling and inflection. I feel oftentimes with today's curriculum, we are set to a pacing guide, and the pacing guide goes through the standards, but at times I don't feel that it gives our students enough time to develop an appreciation for literature anymore. Teachers feel rushed, students feel rushed. So I would like to bring these two together and allow students the time to pick a book and to do it full detail with being able to read with feeling and inflection, which I think is missing from today's standards. Thank you, and I think we will forever continue the search for success in reading.